everyone. I hope you're doing very, very well. I recently, for the first time in my life, I dyed my hair blonde. What do you guys think?
Woo!
Yeah? Ooh. It was a mistake, I was going for Hot Boy Summer, ended up a Slytherin star student for an entire month, and now I've got something called Frosted Tips, and I look like a member of Blue. Not the boy band, the male suicide charity. I do think, by the way, if you've not done this, you should dye your hair blonde because you learn who your real friends are. I dyed my hair blonde. The very next day I saw my best friends in the world. They had no idea I did it, and this is an impression of what the first guy said. Yeah, are you okay? Because I did that last year when I was having a breakdown. And I said, no, I was going for Hot Boy Summer, it's okay. And we laughed, we hugged, it was like a really intimate moment. And then the second friend saw me, went, "Way-oh, mum spaghetti!" Two very different friends. I'm 29, I do think this is cynical, but I do think it gets worse when you get older. And I think that because my granddad, he's 96, and he's lived a wonderful life, but now I do think he wants to go. I do think that because he keeps telling me. Does your granddad do this? I saw him in Leeds recently and I said, "Hey granddad, do you want to go down to the bowling club later?" And he said, "I've stopped buying long life milk." No, listen in, it's quite subtle. He said, "What are you having later? You having a Guinness, granddad?" And he said, "I'm stuck in a flesh prison." So you gotta listen to your grandparents first, that's what I'm saying. Recently I took an online job compatibility test and I got teacher, but if you keep scrolling down, you can find your least compatible job. And police sketch artist. I was like thinking about it on the way to work and I was like, actually, I would make a terrible police sketch artist. I can't draw. That is a very high pressure job if you cannot draw. Imagine a grieving mother describing her missing boy. And she sees you open your pencil case. She's like, "Let me describe his hands." You're like, "Please don't." She's like, "Yeah, bright eyes that could light up a room." You reach for a yellow. She's like, "I want to see my boy." And you're like, "I don't think that's a good idea." "I want to see my boy." I'm like, "That's not a good idea." "I want to see my boy." I hope they find him. I want to tell you this is true. My housemate recently had a one-night stand, and I asked him how it was, and he said it was nothing to write home about. Nothing to write home about. Guys, when you have good sex, do you write a letter home about it? Would you do that? I don't think my mum and dad need to get that letter. Dear Mum and Dad, I meant to write you last week, but alas, the pussy was trash. I'm going to leave you on this, and this is very, very true. I recently had sex for the first time in 2.5 years. Thank you. The only reason it hadn't happened sooner was because women, they would not let me. But I built up a lot of anxiety about it. Honestly, I thought that I'd forgotten all of the moves. Thankfully, sex was just like riding a bike, a lot easier with Dad holding my hips. Okay, I love you. Thank you.